Hello dear students of class 8. In this video lecture, we will do a chapter from our English literature textbook, chapter 2, entitled Episodes from the Missile Man's Life. As we all know that the Missile Man of India is Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam, has been popularly known ever. Now, first of all, we should know see a petition by APJ Abdul Kalam himself. If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. This is a very important, inspiring and motivating petition by him. Now come to some introductions regarding the APJ Abdul Kalam. As in your textbook, it is mentioned like some persons of do such miracles in their life that they remain famous even after their death. It means some persons make the thing so big, contributes for their country and their society's welfare so much that they became ever remembering, they became immortal. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is one of them. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, our missile man, is one of such personalities who comes under those counts who remain their life, who make their life because of their deeds and because of their ethical lifestyle. Their message becomes a gospel itself, and they becomes a source of inspiration for the coming generation. Now come to the fact. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is regarded as an ideal Indian and a source of inspiration for people all over the world. As we know that every country has its own civilizational and cultural texture, so India has been a country of unity in diversity and a culture of colorful milieu and the versatile and various context intermingled and mutually interdependent. So, a character, a protagonist in this chapter, in this story, Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam, also through his life described this message, this sense of Indian culture and inspiration regarding the Indian cultural activity, Indian cultural dimensions he propagated all around the world through his deeds and his life itself. APJ Abdul Kalam was born in a small village of Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. APJ Abdul Kalam was born in the southmost Indian state of Tamil Nadu, and in the Rameshwaram, a town city which had been an island. APJ Abdul Kalam was born in the Rameshwaram city island, an island town of the southernmost Indian state, Tamil Nadu. As Rameshwaram has been an ancient city and is intertransposed with the elements of Indian culture and the spiritual context. So, its effects, the cultural and spiritual Western towns lifestyle, from Western towns, socio-cultural milieu also impression a positive impact on the later on the our character APJ Abdul Kalam's childhood inspirations, childhood growing up intentions. His birth on Tamil Nadu was on the day 15th of October 1931. When the newborn was to be named, he received the name of his father, Jainul Abidin. In the naming ceremony, there was the situation of the naming of APJ Abdul Kalam. So he got the name of his father, Jainul Abidin. So the full name has become Awal Pakil Jainul Abidin Abdul Kalam or APJ Abdul Kalam. Learned to give importance to human values from his father. APJ Abdul Kalam learned the human values of discipline, self-respect, and discipline, self-respect, and dignity of labor. Such human values he learned from his father and from his mother. He learned from his mother he learned the goodwill, the positive and cordial behavior, treatment with other people regarding other cults, other religions, as well as the compassionate heart and spiritual upbringing and spiritual sense of devotion regarding the existential phenomena. Now come to the next one. His mother, Ashiyama, was a simple and pious lady, as we just described. His mother was a spiritual and simple natured lady. From his mother he learned good nature, goodwill, simplicity, and the compassion as well. Kalam was a few years old when he started liking a priest who often visited his home. Even when he was a kid, he developed a liking, amiable nature towards the priest, towards the renunciate personality who left the social life often and got engaged in the simple and renunciate life of sacrification for the welfare of society, and through penance they enhance their inner soul and their existential being. Such people like saints and priests, Abdul Kalam in his very childhood had developed amiable intentions towards such personalities. Appa, Shastri uncle has come. He used to say every time the priest of the Rameshwaram temple came over. When the Rameshwaram temple priest had been come to his house, he calls his father with a sense of devotion, reverence towards the priest to treat him well and meet for and meeting as well. Kalam is still a young boy, sat by the side of his father and learned many good things from the meetings between his father and the priest. Through this meeting, interacting with such a inspiring and novel situation, such a novel conference of his father and the priest, he too got learned many new things, many inspiring life values, and make his inner personality a virtuous one. Come to next one paragraph. His parents were religious minded, but they were not conservative. Although the Kalam's parents were religious minded, were bended towards their religion, but they were also open and spontaneous toward the nature's scientific phenomena and toward the progress of social life in its natural and simple aspects. They were not orthodox, they were not bound-minded regarding the particular ritual or the customs. They have a sense of scientific upbringing and the progress of their kids. Abdul Kaur dear Kappa, food is ready. His mummy used to say every evening, every day they sat together on the kitchen floor and ate the food spread on the banana leaf before them. Rice, sambar, homemade pickle and coconut chutney was the feast that Dr. Kalam loved to eat. When it's time to have the dinner, Mr. Kalam's mother often called him to say all the buddies, to call all the buddies, the father and other siblings to come to the kitchen and have take the dinner that was spread on a banana leaf, that was served on over the banana leaf. As you all know that in South India still at the present days, even they often in the feasting ceremonies often serve their food on a banana leaf, which often contains the items like rice, sambar, homemade pickle and coconut chutney. These were the feast among South Indians which are even today and still they love to eat and taste it. In his childhood, through such type of interactive eating ceremony, interactive scenario, he developed a sense of interdependence and harmonious cooperative development. Now come to next one paragraph. In his childhood, he was greatly influenced by Samsuddin, one of his cousins. He was a newspaper hawker at Rameshwaram, Dinmani. A Tamil newspaper was in great demand in those days. From his childhood, his early days, he got influenced with one of his cousins named Samsuddin because of his sense of devotion, his sense of logical and practical upbringing of one's personality in the social environment, and Samsuddin became a newspaper hawker to earn his livelihood himself. In a Tamil newspaper, Dinmani, he served, and that paper was in great demand in those days. Kalam, being a young boy and not able to read properly, still he tried to to borrow the paper from Shamsuddin and observing the pictures and titles, he tried to understand the affairs and the current contemporary situation, what events are occurring around in the social life. He tried to satisfy his quest for knowledge by looking at the pictures and in the newspapers. Now come to the next one paragraph. Once he learned to read, he was always surrounded by books. Mr. Manikam, his neighbor, often said, Abdul, you are always sitting here in my library, and Kalam would slyly smile at him. Kalam read every book that he could lay his hands on and became a well-read person. After being able to read the text, he had developed a sense of internal affection towards the book, towards the text, and he often looked surrounded by the books all around himself and get a lot in the learning, in the reading of the text. A person, his neighbor, Mr. Manikam, often observed this thing and mentioned to Kalam that you read so much and you have become a bibliophilic person now, a person who loves books and reading. And Kalam also read almost all the books which got to his hands upon by chance or in the simple consequences in the natural way, which book he found in the library of Mr. Manikam. He read all of them, and so he became a well-read person, means a knowledge with a rich informant personality who has a rich factual information, rich source of facts, and the so-called scientific and other describing factors, other things. So students, up to this paragraph, in this video lecture we have described the first part of the video. Now rest of the paragraphs of this chapter text